What is going on at LSU? Let's talk about it. What is up, awesome people of the internet? Y'all, we need to talk about something that is happening in real time right now at LSU. And spoiler alert, it is everything all at once. It's crazy.
You want me to explain why? It's very obvious Angel is not in uniform. Angel is a part of this basketball team, and we hope we see her sooner than later. I'm not going to answer anymore. That's it. That's all y'all need to know. Okay?
So, yeah, that was what Kim Mulkey had to say yesterday when LSU played Southeastern Louisiana and Angel Reese was not in attendance. Why was Angel not with the team? Well, we don't know. But we may have some ideas. But before we go through those ideas of what this could have been, why Angel Reese wasn't with the team, let's just cover some of the other things that has been happening at LSU that's made the start of the season very, very interesting for Tigers fans. Before the season, LSU was living large. They were living the high life. They had players like Angel Reese and Flau'jae that was sort of racking up in terms of NIL money and notoriety. They were in music videos. They were just everywhere. And the program had some big time freshmen commit to the program. You had Mikaylah Williams. You had Aalyah del Rosario. And then you had some big transfers in Hailey Van Lith and Aneesah Morrow. And all of that combined led to a lot of commentators, including myself, projecting that LSU would make it back to the NCAA championship game this season. And then, with all that said, this started to happen. And we had cracks that showed through. So on November the 6th, LSU lost their season opener to Colorado. And Colorado is not a bad team at all. But they seriously exposed LSU's lack of defense, their offensive rotations, and their overall post presence. It didn't look good for Kim Mulkey, Flau'jae, Angel Reese. It didn't look good at all to get blown out by a team that is good, yes, but also a team that is relatively unknown on national television. Getting trounced on national TV, on TNT, was really, really bad. And from there, Coach Kim Mulkey started to tweak the lineup a little bit. She was swapping players in and out. And of course, LSU started to win, not because of any coaching changes, but mainly because of the level of competition that they played after that Colorado game has been significantly weaker. But another crack formed recently on November the 14th when LSU played Kent State. They had a very, very, very close game for the entire first half. At the end of the first half, it was 39 LSU, 37 Kent State. So way, way, way too close of a score for a team like Kent State. They're a team that hasn't sniffed the NCAA tournament in 20 years. And LSU just looked bad and out of sorts against them. So Kim Mulkey decided to make a change. And she benched Angel Reese for the remainder of the second half. And she went with a even smaller lineup. And that change worked. LSU blew out Kent State in that second half, winning the game 109-79. I should note that a huge part of that second half success was dominated by freshman Mikaylah Williams, who went on to score 42 points in that game. And also another thing to note is that in that Kent State game, it wasn't just Angel Reese that was benched. So Angel Reese was benched for the second half of that game. And then Kateri Poole actually didn't play at all that entire game. So with Angel and Kateri's benching, according to Kim Mulkey, it was nothing more than a coaching decision. And also for those who don't know, Kim Mulkey is known for her legendary coach's decisions. Last year, she benched LaDasia Williams.
She just didn't play tonight.
Not injured.
Mm-hmm. Unless they heard her sitting on the bench. Did y'all sit on her, step on her ankle or anything? She's okay. She should be ready to go, hopefully, in the next game.
And after that Kent State game, it felt like the cracks were forming left and right in the LSU program. Angel Reese's mom posted this online. Folks, please do not send me long text messages with a bunch of grammatical errors. It gives me a headache. How do I know you said what you said if I can't understand what you're saying? So yeah, she said that she didn't tag anybody. So officially we don't actually know who exactly she was talking about, but it seems like Flau'jae's mom thought something about it and maybe thinks that this that post was directed towards her. So Flau'jae, her mom, posted this on social media. You definitely know about grammar errors when your daughter got a 2.0 or less GPA. And in fact, when writing your smart message, you didn't capitalize, nor did you use any periods. Stop being petty, fake, and hateful, and take responsibility for you and your daughter's actions. You're just as responsible. You raised her that way. Nobody give a blank who you think you are since you came off another's brand. Just like God gave it to you, he will take right away. Always stay humble and never forget who made you and where you come from. So yeah, that was definitely directed towards Angel Reese's mom. And it looks bad when the mom, like the moms of the two most prominent players on the team is sort of going at it. Or at least it was very direct that Flau'jae's mom went against Angel Reese's mom. So yeah. That did the rounds on social media. And then we started seeing posts from Alexis Morris and Jasmine Carson. And it was like, man, what is going on at LSU?
First one is there's been a lot of back and forth on social media this morning in regards to like.
Well, if you're going to ask me social media stuff, I can cut you off. I know nothing about it. Anybody in here can tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my second question was going to be, how do you kind of keep the team locked and kind of still on the same mindset to go in tomorrow and play Southeastern Louisiana?
Well, I don't know what's on social media. I don't know, obviously, what young people see, read, whatever. Buddy, I've been doing this for 40 years. If there's negative stuff on social media, do you think it's the first time I've ever had to deal with it? Coach. Just coach and get your team prepared.
And then on November the 17th, LSU played against Southeastern Louisiana, and Angel was not in attendance. There was no actual explanation for her absence, and it leads us wondering, what could the reason be? So let's get into some possible reasons and some rumors that have been floating on social media. And at the end, I'll let you know what I think about all this. So one possible reason for Angel not attending that Southeastern game is because maybe she was pissed off at Coach Moki for benching her in that last game. And because of that, maybe she didn't want to be with the team. Another possible reason is that maybe she had a personal situation come up that and that situation just sort of interfered with her ability to actually travel to the game. That's possible. Another reason is that I've seen a rumor spreading on social media that she may be on academic suspension because of a low GPA. And then I'm also seeing a lot of people online posting stuff about, oh, she got too big for her britches, or money corrupted her mind, and all this other stuff, and she's so high and mighty and whatnot, and because of that she thinks she's better than the team, and she is not playing. So I don't know. What do I think about all of this? Well, I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Maybe something came up and and she couldn't make the game, and it could be like completely on the up and up. Maybe she's getting punished for whatever reason, or maybe she decided that I don't want to be on this team right now. We don't know. Eventually we will find out, or maybe we won't. But I do know one thing that I really want to speak out on is that all the people who have come on social media to talk about Angel Reese, it's kind of wild. Like, yes, this girl went from a relatively unknown person to a bona fide star last March. But at the end of the day, she's a 21-year-old student athlete. So many people online are saying, yeah, she's, it's the money that's what has corrupted her mind and all that stuff. And, and that's what she gets and all this stuff. Like, y'all are laughing at another person's misfortunes, which to me is kind of wild. Especially when you have no idea who she is as a person and you have no idea what's going on. Maybe when we find out more information, maybe she, Angel Reese is, maybe money has affected her. But the thing is, you don't know that. You don't know what the reason is. And so until we know, I don't know. Like some people are just going way too hard. It's fine to have an opinion and say what you're going to say about Angel Reese. But like, I'm seeing some people like really, really, really rejoicing in whatever is going on. And I just think it's weird. I just think it's weird. But whatever is happening, I pray that it's all worked out. I'm not an Angel Reese apologist, but regardless of what player is in this situation, I would hope that people would be a little bit more reasonable, especially when she's a college player. Like, yes, she's getting NIL money, but she's not pro. LSU plays their next game on Monday against Texas Southern. So we will see if Angel Reese is in attendance or not. And we will also see if LSU can get it together, because all of these sort of things that's been happening, since the start of the season, it's not looking good for this team that was supposed to make it to the national championship game. So we'll continue to see how this impacts the team. But one thing's for sure, social media can make or break a team. And right now it seems like it's kind of breaking LSU. Prayers up for Angel Reese. I don't know what's going on, but I pray that everything is okay. Be kind. You say what you want to say. That's fine. But it's the way you say stuff sometimes that I think could be really detrimental to other people. So prayers up for Angel Reese. We'll see what happens. But LSU got to fix this, because it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all, especially for a team that is so talented on paper, But we'll see what happens. What do y'all think about this whole situation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I really, really, really want to hear what you all have to say. What do you think it is? Do you think it's academic related? Do you think Angels is just over it? Do you think it's something else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We will reconvene then. And also, if you all want to do a live stream to like talk about this in real time, let me know, and we'll try to set that up. Please hit the like button if you have not done so far. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, I ask that you please subscribe, because I cover all things women's basketball. And if you love women's basketball or just want to know what's going on, subscribe to this channel and I will keep you in the know. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video. And until next time, guys. Bye.